the more you let go, the higher you rise. Hey there, you guys. Thanks for joining me for take number 2 of this. Apparently, we got the mic working. We're all up and rolling. So, as we were saying before, if you weren't here to catch it the first time, talking about Bitcoin, talking about the price of it today, we're doing pretty good. It seems like everyone's getting real bullish. We're looking at $10,000. We got at 9,800 at the moment. We're up 1%. We got the halvening, right? It's rolling up. It's getting closer. It's eyeing May 12th as the hash rate continues to fluctuate because, hey, these people are doing everything they can to get the last little bit they can out of this. So they're turning on their miners and turning them off and turning them on so that they can get the most that they can out of the little bit that's left before we go ahead and drop it down to 6.25 Bitcoin produced per block, which is approximately 10 minutes. So as we eye May 12th, which is 94 days away, we're looking at a mirror multiple of 1.1, which usually it's around 1.38, telling us that about 55.11% of the time it's higher. And this means, should I buy some Bitcoin, right? Is this the time to go ahead and maybe leverage a little something, get those big fat bags? I mean, it seems like everyone's anticipating Bitcoin to take a large gain this year based on the fact of the halvening and a few other technical aspects of all of this. And it's like, I don't know if this is what we should be telling people, right? Because every time we use financial gains as the way to lure people on in here to the cryptocurrency space, the gains are short-lived. Now, this ideal of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency constantly going through these boom and bust cycles is prophesized, right? So as it's prophesized, it's like, okay, I get it. And we're going to get some good people out of it. Hey, you got me in the last one, right? I like to think of myself as a good person. I try real hard to go ahead and, fight the revolution, tell the good word of Bitcoin, and, give back to the community at least a little bit through this channel and the free help desk, which you can check out down below with the email and the other social media platforms that I'm posting to. But the day goes on, the fight continues. We have third parties getting involved. Financial institutions are getting greedy and eyeing this and salivating at the mouth as they're realizing that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is here to stay and the future is digital, and this opens up a wide array of options. So as they try to centralize certain parts of it, possibly eyeing Lightning Network, right, is what people are talking about. I want to know what you guys are saying. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you're thinking about the future of the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin space. And with all of that being said, our wonderful co-host has been really quiet over here on the sideline. Samantha, how are you this evening? What are you feeling? What do you got going on? Is that mic working?
It is.
All right. I tested it for sure right there.
Good evening, everyone. Dude, you got to let me jump in. What am I supposed to do? Just like, big bags.
Usually you kind of like give me that look. It's all right. Yes, Samantha, whatever you want.
I mean, I was trying to not, pull the girl card. Okay, so Big One of the Boys is here at this one now too. He says take two. Daniel says Ola again. Bitcoin.
Nice. I'm glad that you could join us again, my friend. I don't know what happened. The red light on the mic was on. It stayed on. So let's keep our fingers crossed that YouTube doesn't go ahead and maybe try to cut us out at the mic.
Oh, okay. Zaza is here.
Zaza. Afterman. Nice. Rah, always.
Okay. Daniel says that he must invent Bitcoin sign language for these kinds of situations when the audio goes bye-bye. Right? Like, what symbol is that? Because we could use American.
What symbol is B?
But, like, what could you make the Bitcoin be? You only have the two hands. I mean, what? It's like gang sign then, right? Like, yeah, what? Okay. Bitcoin Jake is here. He was in the almost everybody found us. Paul Ramon is here. See,
I'm glad that you could find the new show. I mean, I just tried to jump right back at it. I figured that take two would work.
I was, I don't know. I was a little kerfunkled too. I actually wasn't looking down, and then it was Bitcoin Jake was like, no audio. I'm like, oh crap, you're right. No, it's not doing anything. Put the lights on.
Well, I did buy the warranty with the mic.
There you go.
All right.
Way to think ahead.
So, I mean, we got a little bit of news all over the place today. As always, everyone wants to talk about the price, right? It's the 10K mark, right? It's a big mark, it's a big mark for me as well. 10K makes easy math. 10K is usually where I like to tell myself that I'm going to stop accumulating. I accumulate at under 10K.
I mean, it is your nice number that you like, but yes.
But I'm not here for financial advice. I'm not telling you guys what to do with your money or anything like that. I'm just saying, hey, at 10K, that's where I'm going to stop trying to collect. And I'm not really looking to take profits. I know people have talked about 10K being a marker of taking profits. 3.5, 3.6 was the bottom. So, I mean, I guess if you could time it at 3.6, 10 was good profits, but why would you dip out then when you could have dipped out all of these other times?
And what, you really don't believe that it's going more than that in the conceivable future?
I don't know. What
yeah.
I'm kind of feeling though is that when it comes to this price situation, as I am feeling, we do know the cryptocurrency space overhypes things, and it does feel like the hype is getting going maybe a little bit too much too soon. And hey, that's okay. I told you guys all along the way I've had extra bags. I'm ready to unload and make my life a little easier if I can. But if it doesn't, it doesn't, right? I'm not going to be, having to call the family to help pay the mortgage or something. I don't know.
Dude, do we have family that we could call?
Not really. But
I was going to say, have you been holding out 20 years, man? There's some great aunt somewhere, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I guess if we're going to talk about things that aren't coming through like they're supposed to, we've got ETH 2.0. Apparently, they're not going to be coming through here in Q2. They're saying that they're gonna make it here in 2020.
Q4.
So, not really the place I think you'd want to position yourself as the bull run's coming. I mean, unless you're like really just trying to time it perfect so you can be like, oh, the bull run is like a week underway. ETH 2.0 is here, everyone. It's great. It's fresh. It's time tested now. But
you never know, I guess. But yes, I have not felt optimistic about Ethereum for a little while now.
I don't know.
They killed me with
I mean, they're here.
kitties.
They're here to stay. They're not going anywhere. I'm not saying you're not going to make any money on them, of course, but you guys know that I talk about the revolution. I talk about empowering people. I talk about, making the future a better place. And I do that. Believe that Ethereum will do this. I mean, smart contracts really don't run that well on Bitcoin. I mean, the next one I have here is the Risk, the RSK, the root, that they have a token bridge that'll bridge Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Okay.
So it's a way to be able to like wrap a Bitcoin in a smart contract for ERC20, or you can kind of go the other way. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of stuff like this that I don't really necessarily have 100% of a grasp, because I don't know how you necessarily get it to run on the Bitcoin blockchain, but RSK is part of this whole smart contract Bitcoin thing.
I got what you're saying, but yes, I'm not 100% either, but apparently they're working it out. They've worked it out.
I mean, but this is what we're going to be hearing. This is what's going to be happening. There's going to be all of this development that happens in the background, bridging these different cryptocurrencies together. And as the future becomes digital on smart contracts, eliminating the third parties, right? That's what makes the revolution. That's what makes it a better place. That's how Bitcoin grows into the Swiss Army knife to be able to fix all of the financial problems that we're currently having and will have as the powers that be continue to manipulate it for their own agenda.
Nah, Jake says, I'm looking into Satoshi Byte fee stuff for his Satoshi quest because fees are ridiculous right now. Oh, that would suck to be all like, oh, so how do I get more people to want to actually...
Right?
Yeah. Oh, he says he's curious about NFTs for Minecraft for plots and things. I don't know. I guess
we don't know how to play Minecraft.
Dude, I think it's just that I'm too old. Like,
Eugene played for quite a while, but he doesn't really play that many video games anymore. At least not like that aren't first-person shooters or whatever. Yeah, maybe we'll go make them. We'll go be like, dude, pull it up, make it happen.
He's thrown back like a couple of times. I've walked in. I've seen the pigs, the square pigs. Yes, I have. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? No, I don't know. Yeah, I never really cared about video games when you had to own like specific, like consoles or whatnots. I did have a bunch of friends. I mean, I played a lot of Street Fighter and that kind of crap, but I mean, that's because you can just push all the buttons a whole bunch of times and you do stuff.
I don't know. I keep thinking about it on occasions, but it's like in my mind, I keep coming to this. There's too much to do. There's too much work. The bull run's coming. The cryptocurrency markets are not sleeping. I don't have time to play video games or watch TV or.
Neither does Jake. That's why he made some. Okay. Yeah. What? I couldn't even imagine. Listen, like
some amazing skills there, my friend. I hope it all continues to work out well. I do hear about how much publicity you're getting with all of this, and that's fantastic.
Yay! Right? No, it is awesome. And Zaza does think that that's a good idea. So there you go, Jake. All right.
Let's see. I only have a little bit more here. So, of course, I want to know what you guys are thinking about all of this stuff. And is there anything you guys want to talk about in particular? But, of course, that's just me preaching to the choir out here. We got to get some new people in this space. That's what I think is going to be our biggest downfall, is if we all hype it up to each other so much and we get the price up and we get the institutional investors up. But it's that we need adoption, right? That's one of the main things I'm always talking about here, is that we need more people. So cutting the supply back, that's great. Adoption, I mean, it has to be at the forefront of what our every single day goal is. We have to get up every single day. We have to push adoption. Without it, we're just treading water.
I mean, it's good to be the club or the group or the whatever, but we need everybody, man.
Well, we got Lightning Labs, and we see that they're getting $10 million. I mean, people are concerned about the centralization.
That's a lot.
People are concerned about the centralization that's going to have with this, but Bitcoin doesn't have incentivization for the developers. Mixed feelings on that for a lot of different people, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm out here doing this for free. Yep. When you really care about the revolution, when you really care about certain things, you put it in front of those needs. So
I know, but I mean, like devil's advocate.
Yeah, people have to pay the bills and all of this other stuff, but always once you get money involved, that's where you muddy the water. I mean, it's like eating the forbidden fruit. You never know what's going to happen or what's happening in the background or who's paying off who. So it is always better to have the best of intentions through integrity, and like my integrity with the situation here is that I do want to steer people away from scams. I want education. I want awareness, because I believe that this is what's going to make Bitcoin great. And that makes the Bitcoin I have better. And that makes the future for not only my kid, but hopefully he'll have other little Eugenes, and those little Eugenes will get
Eugenias.
Right, or Eugenias, and they'll get to hang out here in a better place because they won't be enslaved by the dollar bill. Where what my big problem now is that it seems like 80% of the people out here, they don't even realize what's happening. They don't understand. They don't even wake up enough every single day to not eat McDonald's on their way to work, to realize that they're in this horrible trap and they're never going to get out of it, especially when they're making under $15 an hour.
I mean, it's really hard.
Yeah, the first thing you did wrong was get up and go to work.
When you're making somebody else's money, it's really hard to make your own money. Like, I mean, it's no one wants 50-50 anymore, okay, people? That's not how that's not how they break apart. It's all like, ooh, how about 10%? That sounds like a much more manageable from my end.
So what do we got going on in the chat? What are you guys
Nothing.
thinking?
No one's talking.
No one's talking. Oh, well, then I guess they don't want to hang out with us. No. I guess we got out here for no reason. No. Of course, I appreciate you guys.
You're only at 15 minutes. No.
I know, right? Well, I guess it'll be a short episode this evening.
Oh, wait. Dinner's in the oven. It's okay.
Well, I'm glad that you guys can come out here with us this evening and continue to spread the word of cryptocurrency, because it is going to change the world, right? We just have to preach it to more people. We just have to get them turned on to it. And like we are all saying, and we've been saying it for a long time, pointing out the dollar bill and the problems with it is a big part of it. Bitcoin itself was birthed out of the problems of the dollar bill. It wasn't like, hey, I want to make new money that's going to be great for the internet. No, it was like, we need money that's accountable, because you guys are just printing this stuff and handing it to your friends. And these guys are spending their entire lives I mean,
dude,
well, we're looking at taxes right now. We're looking at what everyone's making and filing, and I mean,
that's depressing.
Yeah, these numbers are actually depressing when you get right down to it.
It's like, what's my gross annual? Whoa, really? I think I'm worth more than that.
Well, I mean, just think of whatever you're making and wherever you are in life. They say that you're not really reaching fulfillment unless you're making $100,000 a year. So I know personally, I'm really far from it. I'm assuming you guys are kind of far from it, and there's no reason for it. This is 2020. We're all in America. Like, we're in America. The world's a great place. There's a lot of technology. There's no reason that we're not focusing on the more important things, right?
Oh, I was reading.
Instead of how do I make money that you're just printing.
There was some like Google something news article of something, but it was some Canadian dude who he got divorced, and instead of like literally right before the whole divorce hearing, instead of because he knew he was going to have to give his ex-wife money, he set $1 million on fire. $1 million on fire in his front yard.
Huh?
Like, just so that, and it's like, what? These are the people. Okay, so I mean, it's gonna take me my entire life to get how much of that? Like 5, like, dude. And what, you couldn't have anything. You could have thrown that out of a moving car to strangers, and I think it would have ended up the same way as burning it in a pile. Just so no one gets it. No one gets it. I don't get it. Then no one gets it. That, see? Okay. I just, I think I read that thing like 3 times. I was like, wait, so on fire. Yes. On fire.
So what do we got in the chat? Has anyone come around and decided they want to hear my voice a little more this evening? Or are we going to be shutting this down?
Oh, okay. So Jake says that someone at his Minecraft server said that they convinced their dad to buy Bitcoin.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Yes. The seeds that plant seeds.
I know, right? I know. I mean, our child says, he talks, we all talk all the time about Bitcoin and whatnot. But when we ask him and stuff, he's like, oh yeah, like all my friends, because I tell everybody. I have teachers, and it's like, this is what we need everybody to just be like, Bitcoin. Hey, yeah, Bitcoin.
And it's not, I hate it when they portray it like on media where it's always this eccentric weirdo.
Yes, right? Or somebody's paying a ransom or something. Yes.
And it's that you actually, there's a way to conversate about it where you're not forcing the conversation. It's just at certain points when people are talking about things or, just the conversation is going to, Bitcoin is a multi-tool that fits in a lot of different places to make it better.
Oh, you're complaining about healthcare? Well, guess what? I bet there's a way to work that in there. Oh, you're complaining about wages. You're complaining about children. You're complaining. Yep. There is 1,000 ways to enter into sub. Oh, this is here. Here's the Band-Aid that you want. I swear to you. Our Rafterman says that he loves us, but that he is driving in Cali traffic. So there's not a lot of communication going on.
It's okay, my man. I understand.
Was that a stoplight? Yeah, just in the chat real quick. Okay, go. God. I know we went, but I was really little to San Francisco, I think. And I don't actually have any idea what the traffic was like way back then. So, yeah, no. I don't even like Gainesville traffic. St. Augustine is the worst. All right, Paul Rouleau says easiest way to increase adoption is to give people Bitcoin as a gift. When they ask what it is, have the sales pitch ready. You don't know what the magical Bitcoin is. But I always feel like, like those late 1800s or whatever of the, the dude on the soapbox with the striped outfit with the